how to decide on what kind of course to sell. Now if you're trying to figure out the right course to sell online, trying to figure out how you're going to market it, you are in the right place, because in this video I'm going to show you how to figure out how to do the right course online and have people lining up to buy it. And we're starting right now. Hey, I'm JR Fisher. If you're new to my channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button right down here, hit that button and smash the bell. What bell? This bell, the little bell that's next to the subscribe button there. If you do that, it's going to pop up and you need to click on get all notifications. That way you're going to be part of my family, part of the Fisher family, and you're going to be notified when I do a new video. That way you don't miss them. We can actually send you an email and say, hey, there's a new video. That way you don't miss out. Now since 2009 I've been selling online. I've sold millions of dollars of both physical and digital products, and over the years I've learned a lot, and on this channel I share those things with you so you can get real results too. Now at the end of this particular video I'm going to do something a little special. I'm going to give you a free course. It's an e-commerce course. It has a value of $97 and you can get it absolutely free by just clicking in the description below. Okay, so let's get started and figure out how we're going to do this course thing. Now I got to tell you, and you're probably just like me, but I've seen people selling courses on almost everything. I've seen courses on gardening, on sales techniques, on cooking, I mean you name it, on exercise, on health. You know, there's courses on just about everything. So no matter what you know, no matter what your knowledge is, it's probably marketable right now, and you could probably make some money on it just with the knowledge that you already have. Let me tell you about Lynn Smith. Lynn Smith was actually a copywriter, and he wrote a book on copywriting and how to make money online, and he was making about $120,000 a year, which is pretty darn good, and he was pretty happy with that. But he was then contacted by Udemy, and Udemy actually wanted to take his book and make a course out of it. Now he took that book and made a course and put it on Udemy, and almost instantly started making $2,000 to $4,000 extra a month from his courses. Once he figured out he could have this extra income, he started doing a couple more courses. Once he put a little bit more effort into it, he was making $6,500 a month off his courses just off Udemy. Now he calculated that it would take him about 40 hours to do a course, and the maintenance on it was only about 10 hours a week, if that. So he figured, if I just keep making these courses, I can make more money. As a matter of fact, he did one course, and in 2 days that course made $3,000. So he was off and running with his online courses. Simply put, if you have a course and it's something that's marketable, you can make a lot of money in a really short period of time. It doesn't take months or years to do this. This is going to be a matter of days or weeks. In this video I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, but it's important for you to understand why people are even buying courses online right now. People want to learn in a lot of different areas, and the cost of education has gone through the roof. An online course is convenient. They can take it from home. They can target just the subjects they want. They don't have to go to a university and take a bunch of courses they're not even interested in. They can learn the subject they want. So whatever knowledge you have is marketable out there to a certain niche of people. A new study found that college costs are just going up and up and up. As a matter of fact, they're over $31,000 now, and they've gone up another 13% in just the past 5 years, and there's really no end in sight. So the cost of going to a traditional university or college has just gotten ridiculous. Recently, college loan debt has gone up $77 billion. That's just craziness, and that brings the total college debt in America to $1.6 trillion. That's an insane amount of money, and people just can't keep up with that debt anymore. They go to college, they get out, they have a degree, and they can't get an income to match making the payments on that college money they owe. So going to college may not be an alternative for a lot of people, and they're going to things like online courses. The really cool thing about online courses is they're really inexpensive. Now I have courses ranging from $27 on up to $1,000, but if you look at a college education that's $31,000, that's a big difference. Now the high cost of college has driven people to figure out other ways to learn. As a matter of fact, they expect by 2022 that there will be $241 billion spent on online courses. It's your time to get your share of that. Here's the cool thing, there's a lot of platforms out there, and I'm gonna get to that in just a second. There's a lot of platforms where you can actually deliver your content and use the technology that's out there for very little cost whatsoever. And what's best yet is people are watching videos, and since they're watching videos, it's a whole lot easier for you to get your point across and teach people something, just like I'm doing right now in this particular video. Let's not forget the point that you can sit in your pajamas on the couch with your laptop and do all your learning right there. You don't have to drive anywhere, you don't have to get dressed, you don't have to spend the cost and expense of traveling anywhere. You just sit there, you log on, and you get the training that you want at a reduced price. Now you can't beat that. Now, since there are courses on just about every subject, that's what opens up the opportunity for you. People are open to taking these courses online, no matter what your subject is. As long as it's marketable, people are going to buy it. Now, I'm going to show you how to build and market your course, but before I do that, let me share with you some entrepreneurs who've been successful at this already. Take John and Elliot. They did a course on operating system app, and it took them about 3 months and about $1,000 to develop the course. Now, what they did is they just emailed everybody they knew. They were already in the app world there, in the tech world, and they had people who were involved in that type of thing. So they emailed every single person they did, and they let them know about their course. And the original course was selling for $99. Now, the very first month this course went live at $99, they took in $40,000. Imagine that, $40,000. Now keep in mind, it took them 3 months and $1,000 to make this course, and they took in $40,000 in the first 30 days. Now, a new operating system was coming out, so they decided to take their original course and just to give it away for free, and that's what they did. They gave away that course for free to build the list for the new software that was coming out in the new course they had just developed. By doing that, they got 60,000 signups, and they had a list they could market their new course to. Now, when the new operating system came out and their course came out, they sold it for $10 less. They sold it for $89. But here's the cool thing, they took in $770,000 on the new course. Now, Rob decided to do a course on coding. He thought, well, there's going to be people out there who are interested in coding. He did the course and put it on Udemy. He immediately signed up thousands of people and did over $1 million his very first year with that course. Now, in talking to these entrepreneurs who made these courses, here's the biggest tips they gave to being successful with an online course. Number one, figure out what is going to be popular by looking at courses that are already selling. Now, this kind of makes sense. If there's courses out there that are already selling, that tells you that there's an interest in that particular area. You can go to these sites like Udemy and search the courses and figure out which ones are doing big numbers and selling, and you can do a course that's similar to them. Number two, make your course stand out. Now, the cool thing about the coding course that was done is he made it seem fun. It looked like a fun course to take, something you would enjoy. That's not how most people market a coding course. And number three, tackle a big subject. Make sure that your audience is going to be large enough to where you can scale this course and make a lot of money on it. So you want to tackle a big topic. Okay, so what's preventing you from doing your course? And the truth is, I know what the truth is. The truth is there's a lot of details to it. There's a lot of moving parts to a course, and how you market it and where you put the modules and how you design it and all that. Getting the information together is pretty much the easy part. It's all that technical stuff. Now, maybe you want to deliver the course in segments, in parts, to where they get the first 3 modules the first week and the next 3 the next week. Well, that seems kind of complicated for the average person to do. And next up, the people who bought the course, how do we continue to market to those people, and how do we let them know when they're done that, you know, they're going to get a certificate? How do we do all these things? Well, the cool thing is there's technology for all of that, and it's a lot simpler than you think. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people are faced with all these tasks and these things they need to do, and that's where they quit. They think, gee, I'd like to do a course, but it's just too complicated. There's too many moving parts, and I just don't know how to do any of this. Well, we're going to pull back the curtains and show you you can do these things. I'm going to show you right now how to overcome all of those challenges so you can get your course online and start making money. Let's get right into the nuts and bolts of creating your course and all the parts, and you'll have your course online in no time. Now, for our example, we're going to use Kartra. Why? It's the best. Kartra's the best. There's a lot of platforms out there, and certainly you can pick any one you want. We like Kartra because it has everything built in. It has our email capabilities in there. It has our sales pages in there. It has our memberships in there. It's got an affiliate area in there. It's got help desk, and it's got it all. So we're going to tell you Kartra is going to be the best place for you to put your course, and it'll be easy to set up there too. They already have templates for your courses, and all you have to do is plug in the modules and the videos, and away you go. You see, the ultimate power of creating an online course is being able to do it quickly and without a lot of hassle, and that's what Kartra lets you do. It lets you set it up really simply. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description to Kartra. Just look for Kartra down there, and you can actually watch a video. It's going to take you to a video that shows you how Kartra works, and if you're interested in getting Kartra, you can actually start for $1, so that's a pretty good deal. Now, a couple questions still may be there, like, you know, how do you know if you're going to make money from the course you're doing? Okay, because that's kind of a scary thing. And how do you narrow down your niche, and how do you find your audience? Also, are there special tools that you need to actually get your course out there online? Of course, you want to answer the questions that your attendees have in bite-sized modules. How do you do that? And most importantly, how do you define the learning objectives of your actual course? Because it's the outcome they're really coming for, not the training. And you may be thinking, well, I don't have a list, or I have a very small list, so there's no way for me to market it. But there is. Don't worry about that. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to break it down into steps so you know each individual one and how we're going to approach this. Number one, of course, is doing an online course. Is that the right thing for you? It's got to be what you want to do. If you don't want to do a course, don't do a course. But if you do, let's move on to the next steps. Number two is find your course outline idea. That's all you got to do. It could be something you already know, it could be something you read. You could search a particular subject and find it that way. Number three, just create an outline. Go ahead and write down all the steps that somebody would need to go through to learn whatever subject that you're going to be teaching. So get your outline together. Number four, you're going to want to build your online content. You can do all of that in Kartra, and it makes it simple and easy because they already have templates there. Number five is, hey, pick a price. You got to decide what you're going to sell it for, right? I would suggest you going into the market and looking at other courses that are similar to that and pricing your course accordingly. Number six, choose a launch model for your course. So maybe it's your email list. You're going to email your list. You're going to let them know that you're going to have a sale for 3 days or 5 days. Maybe it's social media. Maybe you're going to run ads, but decide how you're going to actually launch that course. Number seven, sell your course through email marketing. Email marketing's awesome. You can mail your list, let them know about your product, let them know what you have. And how do you build that list? Well, you could have opt-ins. You could post things in social media. You could give away the top 3 steps to doing something related to that particular subject, and that way you know those people are interested. You can email them and sell them your course. Number 8, you're going to need to write some sales pages that convert. Once again, I recommend Kartra. Kartra is the place to do that. Set up your sales pages so that it actually markets that course to people, and they can actually sign up and start taking your course. Now, there's a lot more videos on my channel that explains how to use Kartra. If you go to that link that I provided below for Kartra, when you get there, there's a video to walk you through all the steps and all the things that Kartra does, and that'll help you out with getting your course going. Now, if you've tried to do a course before, or you've thought about doing a course, what kind of course are you going to do? I would love to hear your comments below. What are your ideas for a course? What have you done? What are you having questions on? I'll be happy to answer those for you. So do me a favor right now. Don't forget, subscribe to that channel right down there. You got to do it, and you got to ring the bell. You got to hit the bell, turn on notifications, join the Fisher family, join the VIP group, and be notified. Click all notifications. Be notified when I do new videos. Don't forget, I also have a free course down there on e-commerce. It is absolutely free. It's a $97 course. All you have to do is click the link. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.